I'm sorry. No, you're good. We were all ready.
That was nice of them. They were actually checking with us to make sure we were ready. All right, so we were going to check with the sponsor. There's going to be more detailing with Dennis. We come to you with Waterless Shine. I know for a fact I've had a couple of my vehicles. Well, that's a very good lag. But a couple of my vehicles detailed by Dennis, and they always come out spotless clean, smelling better, everything. And his prices very, very, very reasonable. So anybody out there looking for a detail, I think he actually is here today. So if you want to come down, watch some pool, get your car detailed. Also, maybe if you need a new tip on your queue, Brian's Q repair is here and set up. Does great work. So coming out, support the people who support the stream, and come watch some great pool. We are here with Joe Wright and Rick Miller. In an alternate break, race to 7. This is the third round of the winner side. I'm very happy to see Joe be able to play in this. So Joe's not able to play in a lot of tournaments because he is a working man, and sometimes the schedule just conflicts. So it's great to see him be able to get out here, and I expect good things from him today. All right, Joe to break. He usually, even though he is a very big gentleman and can probably break one of these cue balls, he hits them hard, but he hits them very controlled. Unfortunately, he didn't get anything going there, but he is a very, very, very controlled and finesse player. But when need be, he does have that stroke to come out and do whatever needs to be done. I don't think there's anybody in this tournament that he has played more than once that he has not beaten.
Talking about Joe?
Yes. I used to always give him a little ribbing here and there, but I looked up to Joe for a long time. I mean, I still do. He's still a great guy. But he used to be one of the best all-around bar table players in the state of Maryland. But now he's a working man. He's still good. I'm not jumping up to get in the box with him or anything. All right, so what you will notice with Rick is the screen does not freeze. It is him. He is very methodical.
That's
the nicest way I can put it.
Way of
Yeah.
putting it. Yeah, I didn't see the 3 ball there, so now that I realize it's there, that shot made a lot more sense.
Yeah, I mean he is a good player. He can get out. In my mind, he is not on Joe's level. But
I would agree with that. I definitely think Joe has the advantage here.
But what he can do is, because how old Joe is, if he plays any slower.
All right, that's not nice, man.
Correct. Oh, he almost got a roll right up on that 9. No, by the way, me and Rick have known each other for, I don't know, 8 years. I rib him in person just as much as I will hear about how slow he plays. But he also knows he plays good. He can make the balls. He knows when to play safe, how to play safe. We've played each other in tournaments everywhere. Yeah, all over New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland. I even made a trip down to Virginia one time, and he just happened to be there. So I have a lot of experience with both of these players. So I will give them a little nudging when they need one.
Come and get your scorecard.
This is one of my least favorite shots, and just because it's so straight. Wow, apparently it's one of his too.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say I think he was trying to play safe.
I could see that, trying
Yeah.
to get the cue ball over behind the 9.
Yeah,
Send the 5 back down the table.
Yeah, I think he was trying to play safe, and it just double kissed.
Because if he was trying to make that, he missed that by an awful lot.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think I'll agree with you that he was trying to play safe.
Yeah, because I expect people to miss balls every once in a while, but if he was shooting at it, he missed it by a diamond and a half when it was only a diamond away from the pocket. So yeah, he was definitely a safe. He just happened to double kiss it. No.
And I think that double kiss is going to cost him. If Joe's able to get down on the 7 here, he should be out.
Well, he's just going to draw a side rail, head rail, or side rail, foot rail, whatever rail we're looking at.
That would be the foot rail. That's why the spot's at that end.
You and your logic. And then he's just going to come out for the 8. Now, do you stop this or stun it over?
I don't know. What kind of angle does he have?
That one.
I'd probably try and stun it over.
Yeah. As straight as he was, though, I think he would have been fine just stopping it. But just stunning it over is never a bad thing. You have all that room. All right. Joe goes up 1-0, and it will be Rick Miller to break. Hi, Bev. Miss you. Let's go, Joe. I thought Bev was here.
No, Bev is on vacation in Florida.
So she is not here.
That would be correct. We are not in Florida.
That is also correct.
Okay, I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, the Predator Arena Light.
The Predator Arena light is the light we are using for this streaming table, and I'm not gonna. I've been on. You can't see it, but there's almost no shadows on the ball when you're actually up there playing. It's bright, but it's not hot. And a lot of times when you do play, and you're playing multiple hour sessions, and you get underneath the fluorescent light, it gets hot. I have not had any problem with this. It doesn't get hot. I love it.
Okay, I guess players have decided to take a quick break here.
After one wreck. And
Well,
it wasn't even really a long wreck.
if you gotta go, you gotta go.
They had an hour, at least. I think here. Yep. Rick is back. Back again. Bev, I'm fine with you listening. I don't mess up. I don't make mistakes. So go ahead and listen all you want and try and find them. Huh. Not that it'll happen, but I want this match on the stream. No, wrong one. This one. I do.
Don't know who Brendan Scott is.
Don't care. Alright, so Rick has finally decided to complete the rack. And he's going for the break. He used to do more of a soft break and try and draw to the rail and out to the middle of the center table. I don't know what type of break he's using these days, though. He's hitting him a little bit harder than he used to. And he's going to have a good shot on the one.
Well, we do have a modified form of the three-point break rule in effect. Instead of the head string, it's the side pocket. At least 3 balls have to cross past the side pocket. 3 balls past the side pocket or pocketed balls.
Thank you, Bev. I haven't heard this song in 10 minutes. That's quick. Dwayne played, and now he's up right away again.
Yep.
How many total players were in this?
72.
That's not too bad.
No.
Oh, he's going to freeze himself right behind that 5.
This was originally supposed to be the weekend of the Maryland State 9-ball championship on the 9-foot tables, but due to the COVID-19 restrictions where Champions Billiards in Frederick is located, we have elected not to hold the tournament this year because they only are allowed to use like half of their tables, and it would have just been too hard to get through the tournament.
Yeah, especially 9-foot tables. You need to have all of them there to have any chance, or you're only going to have a 32-man bracket, which you can't really have a Maryland State tournament with only 32 players. Yeah.
No, we would have had to have done it over a couple weekends, or make it a 3-day tournament on, including Friday, and obviously most of us work on Fridays. So.
Yep. Now, do you like shooting this ball in the top right corner and then drawing in between the rail, come 5-8 back, or you like missing the ball like that?
Well, I mean, I don't like missing the ball, but that's the pocket I would have been shooting for.
If you're going to miss it, though, miss it like that, I think he can still cut that ball on the side.
Yeah, he definitely can see it. I think he can cut it on the side as well. I mean, it's not a simple cut by any means, but...
And the thing is, with this cut, I mean, it gives you natural shape to get on the 3.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Hit it way too thin.
And he left the entire 2-ball for Joe on the side.
And possibly set up a 3-9 combo to make this an early rack.
Would you do the combo or the carom?
Depends on where you get on it.
Joe's going to put this cue ball like right here. If he likes the carom,
yeah.
he's going to put the cue ball right on the rail.
It's hard for me to say whether or not. It kind of looks like that 3 is overlapping the 9 a little bit, where the carom would be difficult. And it looks like he's drawing. Oh no,
he's going to play the combo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely. If the 3 were maybe a centimeter more off the rail, I would have liked the carom. But with where it is, I think you would have had a tendency to play the 9 towards the point on the short rail.
All right, so Joe goes up 2-0, and it will be Joe to break. And let's see that again. All he does is just cut the 3 in, puts a little bit of right on it, throws it right in. Perfect. He has a great touch game and plays combos, caroms, both better than I do, better than a lot of people do. So I'm not going to question him. And he ended up making the ball. So yeah, that and you agreeing with him, I'm going to say that was the right shot. Hey Bev, if you want to play some of my favorite songs, go right ahead. But if you play that song again, I don't really care. I got headphones on. I can barely hear it.
I like that song. I mean,
so does the the guy who wrote it, he doesn't want to hear it 100 times a day.
That's what you think. You never know.
No, I talked to him. I got his name in my phone right here. He doesn't talk back, but I send him messages all the time. All right, so Joe is a pretty good break. The 1 does not go by, but I believe that the 2 can be caromed. I know I'm a little aggressive.
It can. I think it's more likely he's going to thin the 1 and try and bring the cue ball up behind the 6 and the 5. Leave the 1.
You don't try and bank the 1 in between the 2-8 and follow the cue ball up and try and put the cue ball in there and put the 1 ball up table?
I don't, but
I think I made that sound a lot more complicated than it needed to be.
yeah, it took me a couple minutes to figure out what you're saying. Actually, I think Joe is playing the carom.
And he makes it.
Yeah. This is why I didn't like the carom, though, because I knew that ball was going to come out.
Oh, that's fine. He just plays the 1-5 combo now. Then he plays the 1 on the side. And just for fun, he draws back and plays the 4-6 combo on the same side. Then the 4 on the same side. And he draws underneath the 7, plays the 7 in the same side. And then 2 rails the 8 into the same side. And then he makes a 9 in the corner.
What, are we trying to play 1 pocket into the side?
If anybody can do it, he can. Well, thank you very much, Bev. I will be here all night. Go ahead and play it randomly, and every time I hear it, I will think of you. All right, so there's one of them.
It just made the 4-6 combo that you wanted him to play a little harder.
Yes, I'm going to have to talk to him about that afterwards. Hey, if I'm making predictions online, you got to understand you got to do them. Now, do you go forward with this, or do you draw back and play the 4 on the same side?
I draw back and play on the same side.
I think he does as well. All right. Did that 6 go by?
I think so, but I'm not certain.
Well, just put a little right on this ball, draw it to the, stun it up top, and play the 7 on the other side, other corner, I mean. Just like that.
Very nice.
Now, do you follow this up, or I follow it up?
I follow it up.
I don't actually think there's another way to play it. Although he's going to prove us wrong. Thanks, Joe. See, I love watching pool for that reason. That ball looked like it stopped, thought about it, said, okay, I'll go forward now. And that's usually when you hit a ball really good that it does that. My balls don't do that. All right, so he's going to draw 2 rails to get on the 8. It's going to be side rail on this side of the side pocket, the other side rail on the other side of the side pocket, and then he'll get back on the 8. So he's technically going to go 3 rails maybe?
Nope. It's going to stop just before the rail.
Oh, he's still fine.
Yeah, I think he got a little straighter than he'd want to be. But, so he's going to be kind of on the rail to shoot the 9 ball.
Did you just play Baby Shark, Bev? Because I will disconnect your access if you did. Because you play this too many times, I will start singing it. See, I don't like trying to do too much here.
No, I agree. I think he hit that great, but
yeah.
I just think I would have a tendency to just play it in. And
I mean, he didn't get the best shape on the 9. He has to lean. No, that's a great shot, Joe. Joe goes up 3-0, and it will be Rick's break. So in about 10 minutes, we will find out what happens in that game.
Gary Stone, Miguel Tufano, table 2. Jerry Stone, Miguel Tufano, table 2. Please pick up your score sheet, start your match.
All right, so here is Rick's break. He hit that a lot softer than last time. He just drew it straight back. He doesn't have, I mean, he has 2 possible shots of actual pocketing a ball on the 2, and then 1 safe, but I don't like any of them. Because if you shoot the 2 on the bottom left-hand corner, with your angle, you might run into the 9 and not give yourself a shot on the 3. If you play the 2-9 combo, which is not a smart shot, but something I might think about, it matters how you hit it. You could draw into the 5 and then go forward and scratch. And he did not get left a good leave.
Wondering if he might not try and thin off the 2 and leave the cue ball behind the 9 and the 2 ball on the long rail by the 5.
I think that shot's just too difficult, personally.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's what he's doing.
He's going to try and... Well, he might have been trying to plant the carom.
I think he was trying to bank the 2 back down table behind the 6, and if it happened to make the carom, then great. But he ran into the 6, so he did not get safe.
Yeah, he was left in a bad spot. I mean, personally, I think there was something better he could have done. But if he ends up winning this rack, then it was a great shot. I believe that's called being a results oriented.
There you go.
Yeah, too many letters in the alphabet. Such a smooth stroke for such a powerful man.
Yeah. I don't really like the angle he left himself.
He's gonna be fine.
You think so? You think
he has?
you can avoid the 8 ball here?
You can avoid. Yeah, you can avoid the 8. He's not trying to avoid the 8 though. He's gonna go forward, play off the 8, then 3 rails for the 5. Oh, he hit it too fat.
Yeah, that's why I didn't care for that angle. I didn't. And I think if you tried to draw to avoid the 8, you go up into the 6-7. So.
And that 5-8 goes nowhere. Where are you going? Nowhere. You still can't look better if you get a different angle. Man's out here looking at a screen trying to look behind it. Like, well, maybe it goes in the side.
Oh, that was almost a fantastic shot. Just a hair too soft.
All right, so Rick does have ball in hand. 5 balls left on the table, and he's shooting the 5 ball.
I would have to expect Rick to get out from here.
If he doesn't, that's just going to tell you how this match is. If Rick doesn't get out here, he loses the whole set, not just the game. If Rick doesn't get out, he loses the set. Even if he does get out, I still expect him to lose the set. But he needs to get out here, and he needs to gain some confidence. Linda, I have a plethora of favorite songs. I'm gonna let you pick them. I will tell you right now, Baby Shark is not one of them. Hard to Forget is not one of them.
I will tell you right now, I didn't know you knew what the word plethora meant.
Oh, I use it all the time. One of my high school teachers gave me a word of the day calendar. The first day was plethora, and so I never went to another day. And I use it all the time. So Rick's just gonna stun this ball in, come off the rail, back to middle table. He doesn't really have to do anything, but
No.
That's the best way to do it. Roll this 9-ball in, and it'll be 3-1. It will be it will be Joe's break. And yeah. But Linda, I am a fan of multiple artists. NF, Eminem, Ed Sheeran, Pink. Love Pink, by the way. Used to be a fan of OAR. So, yeah, Baby Shark's just no fun, especially when you have, my daughter and her sisters, and when they were a little bit younger, the younger ones were so cute and singing that around. And the first, 350 times, it's an adorable song. After that, you want to find the person who made it into a meme online and make them listen to it on repeat for a year. All right, so Joe to break, up 3-1. I don't think we need more cameras. All right, so Joe to break. Nice sturdy break. Doesn't make anything except for the cue ball. Oh, so much better. With me in the table booth is Dave TBD Triple Jump Nangle. I can't think of any other nicknames. I guess that's why you had TBD. You really didn't have any nicknames.
Yep.
All right, so Joe gets a pretty bad bump here. Ends up scratching the corner. The 4-ball end up bumping him in. He was going to miss it. 4-ball bumps him in the corner. Rick gets the ball in hand. Now, I said I've known Rick for a good while. Something doesn't seem right with his stroke right now. He's not hitting these balls with confidence. All right, so all he has to do here, well, all I like to do here is I like to hit the 4 with a little bit of low left and come straight back up table. Well, it's not a straight up table, but on a straight line, not using any rail but the head rail, just perfect like that. And then from here, even if you happen to run into balls, there's no way to get bad shape on anything. It's just pocketing balls from here. All right, if he was going to have any type of bad draw, it would be here, and he gets too close to the side rail to give himself a bad angle. but he's just going to come straight up table. But he's hitting it so passively. It's like he's worried. It's like he's not seeing the shots. I don't get it. There's not really much he has to do here. Just draw back. You can even play a stop shot and still be fine. I am a fan of Dancing Queen, by the way, as well. And whatever that song was in Miss Congeniality for the Miss America song. I think it was actually the Miss America song. All right, so Rick should be able to... He is a very methodical player.
Yes.
He makes sure that no problems happen.
He was also waiting for somebody to retrieve their cue ball from right next to his table.
Yeah, it was Rusty. Rusty Dornail Hamilton. All right, and it is 3-2 Joe with Rick to break.
Johnny Bloom, David Kipper, table 5. Johnny Bloom, David Kipper, table 5. Please pick up your score sheet. Start your match. Also, guys, we got 50-50 boards running.
Yeah, didn't expect that.
All right, so Rick to break. Joe got a little unlucky on his last break.
Also, if you could please remember, no cases on the tables.
Rick is looking to not have that same misfortune and be able to turn that one mistake one unfortunate roll by Joe into 2 games, which is one of the benefits and negatives of a alternate break format. So he just wants to make a ball, pop the cue ball, get a shot. Oh, he drew it. He will have a shot. I wouldn't be unhappy about this table, but I also wouldn't be jumping for joy. I like shooting the one ball in the corner, drawing back, and playing the 2-6 combo.
Yeah, you send the 2 into the 5 when you play the 2-6 combo. I'm not saying it's not the right play, just...
Well, the one reason I do like that is a 3 sitting in the corner pocket down there. Even if you end up leaving yourself a little off angle in the 2 or the 2-5 running into each other, you have the 3 there to save you on your next shot.
That's true.
Our fearless leader, Anthony Manning, did win against Dave Swink. $47 is a great number. You know a great thing about the number 47? It is the most commonly picked number 1 to 100. If you go outside and ask 100 random people to pick a number 1 to 100, more people will pick 47 than any other number.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh, 48. We
That
messed
is-
up.
That is very weird.
Yeah. I don't know how many times they had to run that test to find that out, but that has been scientifically proven. It was probably a government grant.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much money did they waste proving that?
I mean, Hopefully not a lot. It's like $10 for a pad of loose leaf paper. Hey, pick a number. All right, now you're next. All right, we found this stuff. Give it $5 million. It was also Jackie Pacheco. It was her favorite number. And now it's on the back of all my jerseys, just because it's a superstition for me. So, gotta be real careful not to overrun it. And he overran it.
I was worth 13 on my jerseys because it was bad luck.
See, growing up, me, my brother, my sister, we were always 13, number 13. Now, if we end up playing on the same team as each other, one of us was 13, the other one was 31. When me and my brother went to high school, at our high school, the only number retired is 13. It was I was lucky enough to go to DeMatha. We had a quarterback there named Tim Strachan. He was in the same draft class, or would have been, as Peyton Manning. And he was actually rated higher than him coming out of high school. I'm not called bad hit.
Yes.
Yeah, because
yes,
the
that was
5
definitely a
didn't move.
bad hit.
Yeah. He had scholarships everywhere.
5 actually did move, but the 6 moved first.
Oh, yes, I did see the 6 move.
For the 50-50,
but yeah.
next game coming is 58-20. That's going to be your numbers.
Yeah, they sold 50.
Coming up here in about 10 seconds.
I want number 13 and 47. All right, so Joe has ball in hand, 5 balls on the table with the 5 ball. What's up with these guys? You having ball in hand with the 5 ball?
It's a hard ball to hit.
Yeah, it's very orange. Well, Joe should have no issues here. He's not happy with this angle. Just shaking his head saying, now I'm going to have to go forward. You know, I just wanted to stop it. He still could just draw straight back, but just to be safe, I go forward here with just center ball. He hit it a little bit harder than I would have.
I would have gone forward to play the 8 either in the side or in the top corner. I wouldn't have come around it like that.
Yeah, he likes to create space. And so he's going to go up 4-2, most likely. And there it is. It's going to be 4-2 Joe with Joe's break.
I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, High Rock Store at highrockstore.com. If you enter the code OTH17 when you check out, you will get free shipping on orders of $35 or more for cues and accessories.
So Scott just said that he did a random test with 4 subjects. I'm guessing they're going to be children, but it doesn't matter. And none of them knew what the other one was picking, and they picked 17, 19, 27, and 89. I'm guessing one of them... No, you don't have any kids old enough to be born in 89. So that's just a weird number. All right, now go ask 96 more other people.
And it's still way too small of a sample size to use.
Oh, it is definitely way too small. I think they're 10,000, but I still think that's way too small. There's billions of people,
Yes, there are.
and they all pick 47.
Okay. Joe's taking a short break here.
So I was just going to finish up. So going into his senior year, going into college, he ends up going down to the beach, having a body surfing, and breaks his neck. He ended up retiring his number. He was a great guy. Well, still is. He does radio and commentary for Maryland football, and I believe for something else now. I've had a chance to meet him a couple times through different football camps, him coming back to school, us going to Maryland. And I believe it was Maryland and Penn State were two colleges that still lived up and honored their scholarship agreements with him after he broke his neck. So. Linda, did you play Ed Sheeran for me? That's very nice of you if you did. All right, so Joe is back from his break. He had to go to just take a break. He's up 4-2. It is his break. And Joe being a very controlled player, he's just hopefully just going to try and he doesn't have to try and bang and destroy the balls. He likes to be more in control. His cue ball control. Does not make anything though, and
leaves the 9-ball hanging.
But he can't see the 1.
Also,
ooh,
and I'm trying to bend my head to see the angles again.
All right, maybe he can. That's tough. Even if he can see it, from what little he could see, you can't.
I don't know what you can do with it there.
No.
The little amount he can see might just scratch.
I think. Is he going for it? Oh, wrong button.
Apparently he thinks he can see enough of it to come down. That 9 is very deep in the pocket.
Yeah, these are very deep shelf diamonds. I like them. Keeps people honest. I don't think he has an. Even if he massays, he's actually putting the opposite English on it that he needs.
Right.
So he's not. Can't see enough of the ball to do it. The worst thing here is if he tries to massay it, thins the 1 too much and scratches in the side and leaves Joe the 1-9. He's got to like quarter ball jump this ball to try and get it down there.
I guess he could see a lot more of the 9 than the 1 than we thought he could. Excellent shot by Rick. Pulls to within 4-3.
Yeah,
his break.
I did not know that he could see that much of it. All right, so Rick is up. 4-3 Joe, but Rick is up to break. Pretty good break. Makes 3 balls on the break.
Dave Jones, Brandon Ripien, table 7. Dave Jones, Brandon Ripien, table 7.
Let's
Please
see.
pick up your score sheet. Start your match.
doesn't really have a shot. I mean, he can see it.
I don't know. You don't think he can hit that kind of full and spin it into the corner by the 9?
No. And I'm saying that very confidently.
You must be right because he's looking at playing a combination on the 9.
Yeah. Which, because my eyes are so bad, I don't like doing this just because I can't see the edge of where I need to hit and the 6 ball at the same time. I might be like part of 1%. If I try and shoot this combo, I'm missing this 9 ball by a half a diamond the wrong direction. Well, if you miss it at all, it's the wrong direction, but.
Excellent try.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty good. I was actually very, very surprised. All right, so that was a very, very, very good attempt by Rick, and he got lucky that the 9 did not sit in the pocket.
Yes, but he's left Joe a relatively straightforward run out here.
Yeah, Joe's just going to put the 3 in the side and then come right back up table. Put the 4 in the same side, 5. I mean, everything here is just laid out perfect for Joe. I always fall into the same problem, and I know a lot of other amateurs do as well, where we want to do too much. We want to get perfect on the ball. We want to do this. It's a bar table. You don't really have to do much. I mean, he can stun this ball. He can draw it. He can go forward. The only thing he can't do is just overhit it.
Yeah,
and he hit that ball perfect.
Yeah. Trying to do too much and get too perfect on balls is one of the biggest problems I have.
I've lost many of sets, many of sets, just because I don't take what's there. I try and get perfect just because I don't want to risk it. But instead, I'm risking it trying to get there. Pool players make no sense. So you just draw back a little low right. 8 in the side, and you're perfect.
Side, 9 in the corner, and Joe will have a 5-3 lead.
With his break, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, it'll be Joe's break.
And hopefully he doesn't leave the 9 in the pocket on his break this time and break dry again. Now, if he's going to put the 9 in the pocket, hopefully he makes the ball. I mean, I'm not pulling for anybody here, but I want Joe to win.
I think that's kind of the definition of pulling for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not. I don't want Rick to lose. I just want Joe to win. Okay, maybe I'm pulling for him a little bit. All right, now that we got more people in the stream, if you could please hit the like button, hit subscribe, because we will have to go off air at some point, and when we do come back, you will get a notification about it. It does help us out when you're trying to search for us. The more likes, views, any type of analytics you can think of. It does help when for you to find our page, for other people to find our page. When you're trying to share our page, everything helps. So please take a half a second out of your day, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and be notified every time On the Hill is coming up for a stream, whether it be later today, tomorrow, next week, whenever all the tournaments are.
And speaking of all the tournaments, coming up I believe it's 17th and 18th of October. Yes, that is a weekend. The 17th and 18th of October On the Hill is hosting the Maryland State Scotch Doubles 9-Ball Championship here at Brews and Q's. The only restriction on the teams is that you're not allowed to have 2 pros on the same team. It's a $170 entry fee per team. Contact Rick Scarlato or Loy Bolliard if you are interested in signing up.
See, that is definitely something, even though I don't like playing anymore, or really I don't play anymore, that's something, I love doubles tournaments. I can't play in that one because of softball, which I love softball more than I ever loved pool. I'm actually really surprised saying that. But we still will have softball then. I'll still come in and commentate after practices and games, but that's going to be a fun tournament. I'm really looking forward to that one. All right, so Joe had an easy-ish cut on the one, but was trying to hold and get shape on the 5. He just undercut it. He kind of undercut it a tad bit, and got really lucky with the leave. Now Rick can just play a 1-rail straight back bank. If he makes it, he'll be If he makes it, he'll be on the 3. 5. Yeah, he'll be on the 5. I was looking at the ball, and I was like, he'll be on the 3. Yeah. Wow, that is bright. It doesn't have anything about the Predator light. There's the Predator light. All right. I keep reaching for this thing. It's the mouse. I was just. It's not important anymore. Is there a fly flying around?
Yes, there is a fly flying around, Josh.
Oh, as long as he's not walking. I thought someone was behind me, touched my elbow. I was like, why would you touch my elbow? I'm like, right next to a wall. Turn around, no one's there. I was like, I'm not getting haunted again. And then I just tried to touch the mouse and something else hit me. I was like, all right, there's got to be a fly. It's an invisible fly. I do appreciate the ones of you that have been able to find the like button and hit it. It does help us out a lot. So if you could please, if not, go ahead and just leave a comment in the chat. You know, talk to us, ask us questions, whatever you want. We're here until, what was the last match going to be called at, what, 9 o'clock today?
Probably a little bit before 9 since we have to close by 10.
All right, so we'll probably be on stream until about 9:15-ish. 9:30 maybe, at the latest. Roughly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
All
I
right.
mean, it obviously depends on how long that last match ends. If it
Yeah, true. So, Rick tries to play it safe. And it was a tough safe to try and play. I mean, the one didn't have anywhere to even try and slop it in anywhere. He tries to just keep it on the rail. It rolled a little too far to put it in the side pocket, and it leaves Joe in easy out. So he's just going to come underneath the 8 and 9 for the 7. You can draw straight back on the 7. He can go forward and spin it. No, he's just going to draw straight back. And that's going to end up being all she wrote. well, for this game. Joe's going to, kind of like how he did in the game, I think like 3 games prior, he's just going to hit this ball, stun it over, and play the 9 in the same exact pocket. Oh, wow.
Well, not exactly the way he drew it up.
No, I think he wanted to get a little bit better shape. Oh, and he
Apparently, Rick has conceded the 9 ball, so it is now 6-3 with Rick to break.
So I love Joe, and I trust his shot more than if there's, what do you say, 78 people in this field? 73?
72.
All right, I know it was 70-ish. I trust his shot-making ability over probably 60 of them. But if I just saw my opponent, I don't care if it's Brandon, Joe, Sean, 4-rail or 3-rail, 8-ball like that, you're shooting that 9.
I absolutely agree with you. I think Rick was just frustrated that Joe missed pretty badly and got away with it when the ball went 3 rails around the table.
All right, so Rick's last opportunity to start getting anything going. He's down 6-3. It is his break. And he has used 4 different breaks in this set. He tried the one where he just pounded it, another one where he drew off, that one he just stunned it, another one where he put like 3,000 RPMs of left on it. So it's breaking is a science. He just used 4 different ones this set, or the 5. No, that would have been his 5th break, right? Yeah.
Yes, that would have been his 5th break.
Yeah. I can do math a little. I math. Joe makes even though it looks like he was straight in, when balls are that close together, it's always a tough spot to be in. So he's going to go ahead and make this 2-ball. I personally like trying to draw straight into the 3-4. He could go above it. Ooh, that rail caught heavy. I think he's going to try and, oh, he tried to bank it. He's going to end up banking. Oh, I thought he was going to bank it safe too. So this is not the easiest shot to have. You can cut this ball in the side pocket. Or if you're my cohort here, you could overcut this ball and hit the opposite point on the side pocket. Or just miss the point altogether and just hit the side rail past the side pocket.
No, I don't think anybody could overcut that ball that badly.
Have faith in yourself. But it's a very makeable. It looks more difficult than it is, I think. personally. Because, well, that's just what I feel. But he cuts a 3-ball on the side. Natural angle is going to come around 3 rails for the 4 in the corner. And then the 5 goes by the 9.
Yep.
Oh, he might go a little bit too far.
Yeah. It's going to make it a little tricky to get down on the 5. Can't just follow the 4 down.
And unfortunately, this is where my type of shots come in. I fire the 4 ball into the corner. I draw 4 rails. Side rail, head rail, side rail to get down, and I might even overdo it. And then I play the 5-9 combo bank in the side. No. The 5 goes by the 9, and you can just get out from there. Now, what you also can do, because of the angle you have, and I'm going to go from the overhead view, you can just, you got to hit this ball perfectly. You'd be able to spin it with Wright, and you come 2 rails and run into the 8. He looks like he's drawing it, though. He didn't hit it hard enough. It was definitely a very valiant effort, but he just didn't hit it hard enough. I don't like that. We're going this one. There we go. All right, so Joe has a couple different options here. The one that I think he's going to use, he's just going to thin off the our left. Well, he's going to. Well, he's actually.
I think he's trying to make this ball.
As aggressive as I love to be, I thin off our left side of the ball, and just try and put the cue ball behind the 7. Because the 5 ball is going to end up being behind the 8. As long as you leave the cue ball anywhere on that side of the table, you have 2 blocker balls.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's adjusted.
Yeah. Just nice and thin.
Matt Cross,
Yeah.
Sean Jackson, table
Hit that
4.
nice.
Matt
Yeah.
Cross, Sean Jackson.
I would.
Rick can see the 5, but it's certainly not an easy shot.
Yeah, there's nothing he can really do with it. Now, I would have liked it if he. I mean, obviously that's as much as he could have done. If he could have done any more, he would have. But he plays those shots very well. I would have liked it if he was able to actually make the cue ball hit the side rail a little bit closer on the 3rd rail that it hit, a little bit closer to the side pocket so that it could come out behind the 7. It just drifted a little bit on him. So you're going to try and. You can try and play a spin safe. Go into the rail and then try and come out and just barely nick the 5.
Logan Harrington, Curtis Branker, table 13. Logan Harrington, Curtis Branker, table 13. Please pick up your score sheet and start your match. Don't forget, guys, anyone looking for any cue needs and some supplies and gloves and things, Mike Burton up front's got it with MPQs. Anybody needs tips, furrows, cleanings, anything shaped up, see Brian right under the entrance TV. Brian's Cue Repair.
All right, so very, very nice.
Gets out behind the 8.
Very, when a lot of lower level players ask, how I bear down on certain shots or how different pros do certain things. I try and tell them they're an out ball every rack. It's not always going to be the 9 ball, although that is the money ball, or the 8 ball, whatever you're playing. But they're the shot that if you make
Nine
Yep.
ball, and
He
Rick
does
has conceded
concede.
the 9. Joe wins the match 7-6.
And now the guessing game. I have not heard Rick's match called yet, so it might be coming up on the stream.
Possibly.